second time. Shin Minchae of Korea on the left, Jaelyn Liu of the USA on the right.
That was Liu's attack. I mean, she likes to play defense more than attack, but she starts with an attack and gets hit on the counter.
She's not had it her own way today, and we thought she might dominate throughout the knockout stages. It was, I don't want to say far from it, because she's had some comfortable wins, that's for sure, but she's had to work really hard. And I talked a little earlier on today about the difference in the timing in senior and juniors. I think she's struggling with sort of almost slowing herself down a little bit.
Could be. She likes to set herself up, I call it, in her office back at the end of the piece, but she can't do that when she's behind. She has to have the lead. She's got tremendous timing, Jaelyn Liu. She sees an opening and just makes a very quick advanced lunge to her opponent's shoulder there. A beat attack from the left. That's being challenged. I think that could be a mistake by Liu.
Well, what are you called? 2 per fight, per fencer. You don't get the hit overturned. You lose that video appeal. Indeed lost it.
Liu's got to be careful on her first step. That's where she's getting into trouble here. Nice beat attack, setting it up, but taking the blade against the longer fencer from a slightly longer distance. That's just a late attempt at a line by Liu. Two of the first 5 touches against Liu, there was the first one and the 5th one. The attack was no. So there's a reason why the attack is no. Is Shin stepping in? Is Liu's first step too big and too fast? She has to vary her tempo. Small and slow first step and then accelerate. She's going fast, fast.
Reigning world champion, Jaelyn Liu, United States of America, on the right-hand side, struggling again. But we've seen today that she's, at a certain point, she's always worked it out. She had a tough 32 match against Hanna Wojtas from Poland. That finished on time at 13:10. That was probably her toughest one of the day. But it's taken her a long time for the rest of the fight she's had today to actually work out what to do. When she does, it does tend to be over quite quickly. But here, she's gone a long way back now, 6-2 down. And the pace of this fight at the moment, with 45 seconds left in the first period, you can now see why Jaelyn Liu is starting to speed it up a little bit. The hit rate needs to go up for her to start getting back into the match.
She finds a way to win, by the way, almost all the time. But she's going to the outside target, and she needs to go under the arm or to the inside target because Shin is blocking it out there and stepping in.
Yeah, great job from Shin Minchae. She's doing a number at the moment on the reigning world champion.
The riposte goes to Liu. She's great at infighting. She's strong on the blade.
Noting that Shin Minchae got a top 10 finish at the World Championships Junior Women's Foil last time out in Wuxi. She leads here 6-4 at the first break. Signs, though, that the reigning champion is finding a way to get back into this match. She certainly likes the World Championships as well, Jaelyn Liu. Took the cadet gold in Riyadh in 2024. She was a pretty good World Championships last year.
Juniors, cadets, and team.
Hat-trick of gold medals. But, spending more time on the senior circuit and just trying to bring her speed back down a little bit. You tend to get, talked about this earlier on today, in the senior foil you need to go deeper with your feints, with your fakes, to draw a parry. Maybe she's going so deep that actually she's getting blocked, she's getting parried a lot earlier, and so that's why she's struggling a little bit.
She hasn't been able to draw out Shin in second intention to try to make her commit to an attack in the middle and look for the riposte. Let's see if she tries to do that now.
Second period of the second Junior Women's Foil semi-final here at Rio 2026. Now Whiskey to get the match back underway.
Taco fair. Shin set up a beautiful action, somehow missed. Liu maybe stepped in a little bit. She drew it out there. That was the second intention. Finally, Shin bit and made the attack, and Liu picked it up, but unfortunately missed. For her, it was off target on the riposte.
Well, we talked about being a bit of a chess match. Chess matches take time, and Liu has taken her time to get into every fight today, and she's doing it here too. Let's not forget she was 6-2 down, so she's gone 4 unanswered hits to get back level.
She finds a way to win, and she's never out of a bout. And that little rally has caused Shin for the first time to push Liu to the end of the piece here. And that's another thing that Liu's good at. If you go for her under her arm or outside target, she angles her body, and there is no more target left.
Big kink in Shin Minchae's weapon. Beyond the tolerance allowed in foil.
1 centimeter up or down. Just can't have an S curve where there's multiple bends. interesting how the chess match has changed here. 100% of the bout was Liu pushing, and now all of a sudden it's the other way around.
Oh, nearly pulled out around the world riposte, but Shin just kept far enough out of the way and landed her 7th hit. First hit in a while for her.
Shin set up a beautiful attack, but to the outside target. There is no target there. That's one of Liu's special actions. She knows how to do that. She feels the timing.
So didn't go around the outside. This time faked and went on the inside of the cart parry and hit on the inside of the shoulder, just below the shoulder. So good change of line and leveling up. And now, as Liu decides to go out on the attack, it's attack on preparation from Shin.
She got nailed on that one.
Halfway through this intriguing semi-final place in the gold medal match up for grabs.
Again, the attack is no. She went for the shoulder and missed. Probably the right target, but she just glanced off and missed. This time Liu took the blade and went down underneath and just hit off target. She had that action.
Seeing a little sign of maybe fatigue from Shin.
She's challenging this.
She's calling for a video review here, given this attack right. Sticks with this decision. Shin loses one of her appeals.
Put the light on that time, did Liu, in the attack. Right now that she's pushed Shin to the back of the end of the piece, this is a time to try to draw out Shin's attack and wait with the riposte. Let's see if she's able to do that, as opposed to a straight attack where she's been less successful there.
Oh, nicely done.
On first step forward by Liu, Shin took the blade and made the attack.
She's nailed her like that a few times, hasn't she?
Yes. Oh, Shin had the riposte, and again, when you go to the back target, Liu has a way of angling her body, forcing the opponent to miss.
Beautiful riposte.
What a beauty there by Shin. Very lucky was Liu there. She attacked from out of distance, and she was parried and in big trouble. Lucky it was off target for her.
30-odd seconds to go in the second period here of this junior women's foils semi-final. And Shin Minchae is not going away from the reigning champion.
Oh, in the chaotic infighting there, somehow it's one green light for Liu.
That inverted wrist move is not something that you do very often.
But she does.
Yeah,
she does.
I've seen a few lefties using that, but that rolled over wrist with the thumb is not on the right-hand side for the right-hander. Difficult to control, but she executed perfectly.
Shin cannot finish her attack under Liu's arm or in the back.
Well, this has been a slow burner. Far from boring, because these two have gone toe-to-toe. There's a 6-2 lead for Shin Minchae at one point, and then Jaelyn Liu leveled up. We get to the end of the second period, and it's 12-12, all still to play for with 3 minutes to come.
If there ever was a coin flip, this is it. The only thing I'll say that gives maybe the advantage to Liu is that she usually finds a way to win, and the fact that she's not behind and doesn't have to force the attack is probably an advantage for her.
What if Shin, though, goes after this at the beginning of this final period and gets a couple of hits ahead? I mean, let's say even just one hit ahead. She can then sit back and it's not use A game to go after.
It's not, and it hasn't been her A game in this bout either, for sure. Yeah, probably the best thing for Shin to do is to try to get that lead, because that would give her a big advantage. But that's sort of Captain Obvious. Anyone that gets the 13th touch is going to have a big advantage.
Period number 3 here in this semi-final junior women's foil. Place in the final up against Jaelyn of China is up for grabs, and it's anyone's game. Shin Minchae, the Republic of Korea on the left, level on score with Jaelyn Liu of the USA on the right. Close quarters, they both miss. I think that Liu was probably a little lucky there, and Jaelyn Liu is called to jump in and stop and then give the right away to Shin, but she feels that she jumped in and continued her attack and was called for a video review. You got a feeling on that one?
Pretty adamant on that one. I don't know. I mean, initially at first blush it looked like it was from the left, but when you see Liu so adamant about it, maybe she's into something here.
I think it's attack left.
Yeah.
I think she did jump. I don't think it was, there was no intent with the arm for me. Now they're having a good look at this, which suggests that perhaps it is worth review, and it was worth a call from Jaelyn Liu. Perhaps you're right, Mr. McCants.
However this touch goes, one thing that we should notice is that Shin has come out of the gate on the attack.
Yep, very much so.
Searche la faire means Liu looked for the blade. The right away went to Shin.
Loads of time in this period, but not much on the scoreboard. Now, she looks like she's going for it again, the Korean. If she was able to get a 14th touch, fancy she might back off.
It's the attack from the right at close distance.
Clever. Clever thinking there from Liu. She knew that Shin was going to go after her, so she started first, a slow step, but the arm was coming forwards, and then she just allowed Shin to finish her attack, or counter-attack as it was, and just be precise and accurate with the delivery of that 13th hit for her. All square. Yeah, the waving of the blade, looking for the blade there, opened the door for Liu.
We've seen that all day with Liu. When you're close like that, she sees one little moment and does a little quick advance lunge to the shoulder.
moments of this match, Liu finds herself on the brink, as so often she does. It's been far from easy for the reigning champion so far today, but it looks like there is a beat of the blade from the left, and this one is not over.
An untimely counterattack there by Liu and a very timely beat attack by Shin.
Big chance for Shin Minchae to upset the apple cart here at Rio 2026, and she doesn't look like she's scared of this moment at all. She looks like she's going to press. Oh, but on the counter-attack. What a master of digging herself out of big problems. Jaelyn Liu has come from behind on a couple of occasions, and at 14-14, the referee has to go and look at the video to see if there are any infringements, but I didn't see anything, and it looks like she's going to make her second consecutive Junior Women's Foil World Championship final, and there is confirmation. Jaelyn Liu of the United States of America goes on to try and continue to defend the title she won in Wushu